Welcome back to Ultra Chill. This is part 2 of our interview with Sami, the CEO from Cross the Ages. If you didn't get a chance to see that yet, you should click the card and take a look. Bop, right there. This week, we'll be covering the second half of this interview with a really great deep dive into what Sami and Nicolas think about NFTs and the future of play-to-earn gaming. We talked about how games should be designed so that they are focused on creating long-term enjoyable experiences for players and how tricky it is to find a balance in a fresh niche like blockchain-based gaming. Before we get started, make sure to like this video and drop a comment below. I want to hear what you think of this new partnership and what you think of Cross the Ages. Let's get to it.
Ultra chill.
So the last thing that I wanted to talk about today was building interesting and engaging play-to-earn games because I think that that's hard. I think that some projects are doing it well, some projects not so well. I think that the guys at Cross the Ages are doing it really well. And since we have Sami here, I'd like to pick his brain a little bit. So something that Ultra is deeply invested in is the concept that play-to-earn games are the future, not just because they provide new business opportunities, for the developers, but also because they're providing fun new experiences for players. Sami, what are your thoughts on how games should be designed with players in mind to ensure that the actions that they do and the reasons that they do them are, long-term enjoyable and not just about short-term profit?
This is actually a great question. I think the rule number one is to create a fun to play. The experience has to be fun, if you have to get a great experience. The free to play is the basis, of the concept and not putting barrier, on the beginning. That means, if you want to grab the people from gaming, you need to create a game where people don't have to spend 1,000 or 2,000 just to start, an experience on the game. And you need to have like this concept of play and earn. That means, more you have a player will be involved on the game, more he will be able to earn. And the concept is the key of the success. Why? Because if you have like an engaging game where people have fun, they will spend time. It's not have to be like a jail or prison that you have to play and you don't have any choice anymore to get this money. Because for many game, like playing a game is a source of revenue, but it's not fun anymore, and it's not
Right.
game anymore. It's a job, and we
Right.
need like to understand that there are difference between having fun, play to something, and work for a game. So yeah, this is my position, and we hope that for Cross the Ages we will have like all the element together to give like this experience, like to having fun and to play and to enjoy and to spend time, but like with your own. It's not gonna be tricky, You not have to do it, So yeah, this is our point, and this is my vision.
Yeah, I think it made a lot of sense because you're playing because it's fun. I mean, initially that's the plan, right? If it's not fun, then what are you doing? I mean, you can go just do your normal work, and hopefully you can earn money as well. You won't see that in so many games because you need a good game industry experience to actually make a lot of games to understand all those concepts to make a game that would work. Play-to-earn games in the blockchain space is, the beginning to me. There are some big games already like in development, of course, but you need this experience to be able to make a game that can be sustainable for a long term. Also the social concept. You want this to be community driven. You see, like for example, the big NFTs are popular because there is an interesting community formed around those, some exclusive things around that. So games is a perfect place for that as well, for people to interact and get, exclusivity. Oh, I am the one owning this card, and I can do this because I've owned that. All those kind of concepts are pretty cool.
What you're really talking about here is like balancing games, which is like a super interesting topic. It's always tricky and a critical area that can be kind of hard to hit even for experienced teams like, Street Fighter 5, kind of looking at you. And with play to earn games being such a fresh niche, I think that there's a lot to learn on top of like that stuff that experienced teams have already, established as their knowledge base, right? Um, I'm curious what you think, Sami, game designers need to think about when they're making a play to earn game on top of all that other stuff that they already have to consider when we're talking about balance, you know?
Yeah, definitely. This is like super important point. You know, for example, when we start Cross the Ages, we made 5 proto, and we created a game design document. This game design document explain you exactly the roadmap of the game. This game design document made 155 page today, and explain you step by step how the game gonna be evolve and what's gonna be like the future. For Cross the Ages, we have the game for 2022, but also we have the roadmap of 2023 and 2024. We know exactly what's going to happen on the metaverse, what we're going to build, how we're going to build it. And this need that to be plain from the beginning. We are from the gaming industry, and we made game that was downloaded for more than 1 million times on the past. That means we took time for like this last decade to create it game after game after game to having experience. Usually, you know, on the crypto space, people are asking to the gaming industry to create the game, so they have to pay a company and they have to pay like fees and everything. We don't have this problem. We have our own employee, you know, on the company. And for the part of the card trading, for example, I'm a specialist. I tell you that because I spend all my life on that, and this is my passion. And this changed absolutely all the vision of the game. You don't have like a producer of gaming, but you have a producer of gaming, super geek of card gaming. That will allow you, you know, to don't make like many mistakes. So if I have to answer to the question, how we can do that, it take a long time, you know, to create a real game design, you know, for the crypto. Because more than a game, you know, building that and bridge that with the crypto economy ask you, you know, to understand how the market is working. So you can't, you know, create a kind of game. You have so many game coming, you know, and it's just like popping a new game. But if you want to have something very strong, you need like to at least, you know, 1 year of preparation. We spend like almost 18 months now, you know, so we will have a game like available in a few months. But yeah, we definitely spend time. And if you think about it, our logic was 18 months ago to create the play and earn, a game based on NFT. So it was like it wasn't like that 18 months ago. So the vision was good, you know. Also on the metaverse that we created, the vision was good because metaverse is a new word that we used to spend like maybe like 4 months ago now, but it wasn't the case 18 months ago. So I think we are on the good way. And yeah, if you want like to create a new economy, people will need to took time, you know, to create a whole ecosystem around the game before just copy and paste a new game, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a totally valid point from Sami, because their experience, I think, spans across the different verticals you need if you want to be successful in that specific kind of games. Because you need a good game, like well designed and balanced on the gameplay wise. Technically, it has to work really well. The blockchain angle is extremely important, how to get it to work properly as well. And then the third one is also the experience of Sami with, you know, the market of cards, which is different. You know, buying cards, selling cards, why do they have value, why don't they have value? That you have no idea about if you don't have to read inside of it. I've been playing Magic the Gathering like for a long time when I was, you know, younger, and so I went through all this process. If you don't know that, it's complicated to know why this card will have value, why people, how they have traded, how does it really work from the inside. But that's, you also need the experience. So creating a game that is fun, like balance, has value for the cards, works, and also you add the layer of art quality and storytelling, which are key. I mean, you have fans of Magic the Gathering because they know the whole story, they love the artist, it's high quality. You see, like, okay, that's good stuff, right? That's a big difference. When you see a card from Magic, you see a card from another game, it's, to me, it's never the same quality level. And I think what they achieved here is really like top notch. So they, to me, they tick all the boxes to have like a really cool game. If I was a publisher, I would say, yeah, sure, give me the game, I will publish it, no problem. Here's my money, just give it to me, I will publish it, no problem.
Amazing. Sami, it's been really fun having you on the show.
Thank you.
really feel honored to be able to ask these questions. Wanted to thank Nicholas for coming on, and of course to the Ultra Chill community for listening in. Make sure to subscribe and like. It really helps the channel grow. See you next time, and keep it ultra chill.
Ultra